Gaming versus Xensity. AG, the sponsor, making its glorious return this season. Xensity, both of these teams, in fact, are first time in Invite. Practically none of the players, except maybe Relic, have been in Invite before, and we finally have the mid-fight here on Koth Pro Viaduct. Christopher laying down the damage, not taking any himself yet, taking a lot of heals from his med, but meanwhile, looks like Boink, the first death of the match with the Joker and Arc. My god, everybody's dying right now. They have kept Christopher alive though, and he is going to have an Uber from Drogo relatively soon. What do you think, Slyn?
RB getting pretty aggressive back there and actually takes down Christopher, the demo man. Ooh, wow, Relic taking down Drogo as well here, but looks like AG are going to come out on top. You know, they lost their medic pretty late in that fight actually, and then that actually allowed them to just play with the heals and sort of win that. But Drogo did go down there, and Blinky is going to have himself an 80% advantage, so they should be able to get a good repush in here.
Yeah, we do see AG trying to, in fact, they're pretty much back at their own spawn trying to get to the point right now, so they are going to give it up here. They have no presence out there whatsoever, so they will only really have held the point for a couple of seconds here. They got to try and force Blinky's Uber, or maybe make him drop. They're getting kind of close there. The Uber is popped now for Blinky, and meanwhile, Arc and the Joker both go down. That's not very good for Xensity at the moment. Christopher caught out a little bit by this Uber, but he may be able to get away himself. Drogo down, though, RB with a huge pick, and that's going to make things nice and easy for Xensity for this round, but they're still not capping the point.
Yeah, Smacka got really aggressive there in pushing the point. He didn't really get much of that Uber, and then he actually went down there. Finally, Xensity capturing the point now and getting their first cap of this round, but AG in a pretty good lead here. 45 seconds off the clock for them. Looks like they're going to be moving off of the stair side, and they're still waiting for their respawners now. Boink's still not going to be alive for another 5 seconds. Ubers are about even as they're looking for a way to get into the point now. Relic actually playing on that right side, spamming at the left, and no player's really committing to fighting them. Arc is actually pushing the combo now. No one's really shooting at him, finally going down to Kapow. That's going to be the pick that they need to start the push. And AG moving the way in here. Rando taking down Relic. 2 players down now, actually losing their medic and Demo Man to a bomb from Spades and the trap from Smacka. So, wow, despite
AG
that,
did a pretty fantastic job of holding on. I've said that phrase particular, fantastic job. I've said that like 10 or 20 times today. But no, they did a great job of maintaining some of those players alive while they were pushing that. Yes, Smacka had a really good trap, and there were a couple of good kills off Xensity, but it just was not enough. Arc sacrificing himself to the gods of AG there at the beginning didn't really help his team's chances. And AG once again ahead in the time here. So they're looking okay, but they lose Squid right away. Rando standing on those rocks. He's doing some good damage, but he's going to go down, and that's going to mean that AG is in a little bit of trouble. Oh, a nice jump in by Boink. Will take down Blinky, the Joker. And who is the Joker, by the way?
That's Smacka. That's Smacka.
Smacka, right. Okay,
yeah.
So.
But 2 players down for either team, and actually it's interesting to note that Drogo's on the crits Krieg right now. They just lost Christopher, which could be a problem because Drogo is just about to get the crits right now. Very nice aggression from Xensity coming in and getting a lot of frags there and retaking the point. Looks like Drogo does have that crits, so here they come in with it now.
No, he's not popping in on Rando, actually. They don't see the med yet, so they want to wait behind. Thing is, oh, Rando with a huge air shot on Spades, drops him down to the floor, and then takes him out. He's got the contract.
The crits coming in now.
Oh, it's huge! RB, Arc, and the Joker of Smacka all go down. Blinky, however, is back at spawn. He is not going to fall victim to that.
No, but there's still a very nice crits. You know, they didn't get the medic. They got plenty of picks, though, and that's going to buy them a lot of time off the clock. Blinky now 70% Uber. Not gonna. It's going to be some time before he gets it, and with the respawns, they need to begin moving in right now. Drogo now at 50% crits Krieg. It might actually get it in time to be able to use it here, depending on how quickly Xensity moves in. But I think AG are just buffing themselves up and getting ready to back out here. Relic actually bombing in now, trying to take out Boink down to just 13 health. Boink actually picks off Relic, though. As Spades.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice by Relic to abandon his med like that. And old roamer habits die hard, but we do have Drogo almost with the crits ready to go. They've got to retreat back into their own spawn, but they've got a nice lead in the time for AG right now. Xensity, you know, I was thinking maybe they'd come out on top this round, but actually AG is doing a really good job managing the time on this capture point. Now the crits is going to come in pretty soon. I would expect Blinky to be really far back. That blue med does not want to get caught out by this, and you can see our nice job here by Relic actually shutting that crits down.
Yeah, still, they're coming in now pretty hot, and Rando taking out Relic. RB going down as well. Boink dancing behind on that health pack, trying to distract the enemy team there. doing a good job and allowing AG to actually get the cap on the point. So even though Xensity had a decent Uber to come back in and capture the point, they lost it like almost immediately. Now 35 seconds left on the clock for AG to win this round, and it's not looking too good for Xensity here because Drogo is going to have that Kritzkrieg advantage. He's going to get it about 20% faster than Blinky here. So
yeah, I'm gonna watch Christopher right now because this could be the play of the round if Chris can get a good crit sticky off. He's got to reload very quickly because Drogo is almost there, but Chris is actually in a lot of trouble. Oh, and Drogo does now have the crit squeak. Actually, it looks like Kapow, Boink, and Rando have done all the damage. Xensity are totally wiped out here. This crit doesn't even matter at all.
No, they did a nice job of just getting very aggressive. Xensity went too much for the medic. They just went all after Christopher and all after Drogo, and then they lost too many players along the way there. Boink did a nice job coming in behind and just damaged way too many players. So AG are going to make it 1-0.
Yes, sir, they are. And guys, don't worry about the kill-death ratio of ARC. You can find it all in the stats, so we will definitely talk about the stats after this game. Don't worry. Don't worry. Christopher, though, going to take this role. I'm watching his camera again anyway because that's what I was watching before, and I'm too lazy to change. But Chris is pushing out right here on this cliffside once again. Seems like a nice, safe rollout. He's done some good damage so far to the scouts, who are having to back up now. Spades and Relic both pretty hurt as well. Arc and Spades both down, and Relic himself is going to get taken out by the scout here. So, man, AG's really following up on their damage very well. Xensity having to retreat. It's RB and Blinky left alive, and they are going to go have to build their Uber in spawn.
Just some beautiful play from them, playing with the heals tightly, and I love how much how aggressive Kapow and Squid are, just cleaning up all the kills that they need there, and just really making it easy for Rando and Boink. And we see
so
now
Spades, look at this, Spades going sniper. This could be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he definitely needs to switch something up here. Xensity needs to give AG a different look, just to throw them off. But I think AG are in control right now. Looking pretty good, holding aggressively against the doors there. Just trying to buy themselves some more time off the clock. Now Spades finally picking off Rando. And that's a good opening pick for Xensity to begin moving in there. Spades, a notorious sniper.
Yeah, he really is. But it looks like Drogo is going to go ahead and pop that Uber in right now. It's countering the Uber of Xensity. Yeah. Relic is down, and AG is going to try to hold this point. You see how close they are holding that point for so much longer. There you go, keeping things right. Looks like you're, according to Lame FX, your scoreboard may be backwards, I guess, but whatever.
Oh, that's what happens when you're caster and camera at the same time. Spades getting a nice 2 headshots there, taking down Christopher. And I'm going to let you talk while I switch off the scoreboard there.
Yeah, no problem. It looks like AG is trying to push back in, but this time around, they've got 4 players up to their opponent's 6, and this repush is not going to work all that well. They've lost Boink in the push and are just now, I think, getting Chris back up to the front. Meanwhile, Drogo's staying on the cliffside. He does not want to get touched by that sniper. He realizes the sniper might be able to see him now, so he's backing way off. Squid down to Spades Mang. That is just Spades, of course. He's decided to add Mang to the end of it, but... You know,
it's actually pretty scary if you're in AG's position right now. You don't have the point, and you know, trying to find your way in there with Spades looking at so many different doors, it's hard to make your way in there. It's actually going to force the early Uber there from Drogo. Luckily, RB's already dead, so they already have 1 pick. They just need to get 1 more here, and Rando's looking towards that right side, taking down Arc, getting good damage onto the Roamer as well, bringing Relic down to just 13. Oh, Relic with a nice shot onto Rando there. 2 players alive, though, for Xensity as they lose the point. AG going to get that recapture,
And once again, the 2 players alive are Blinky and RB, and RB is just trying to play a screen so Blinky can get back to base. RB seems to... Is he playing a passive scout tonight? Because he seems to be alive a lot and retreating a lot. Is he the only one on his team who has the sense to, like, back away from a fight?
It's hard to say. I think he's getting pretty aggressive and he's intercepting the jumpers pretty well, but after he kills those jumpers, he's not in a position to push, so he just has to back right off there. Boink now, that 1 health behind the point, gonna get taken down here. Christopher going down, trading with RB. That's not a very good trade at all here. It looks like Xensity gonna get very aggressive now. Snacka pushing across the point, taking down Drogo. Oh, Squid's gonna go down as well. Only Kapow and Rando alive to try and sacrifice and make a play happen now onto Blinky. Looks like Blinky now gonna get the Uber in time there, and this is pretty good for Xensity now, as the clocks are about even 130 for either team. And now Blink is large advantage.
So the question is now, what does AG do? And I would expect them to do like a 4-man suicide. You see Drogo leading his team out here, getting ready to bomb in, and Chris wants to take the big sticky jump. He's going in right now. They're all going in, very well coordinated. And they do force the pop out of Blinky. Blinky just barely keeping himself alive there. 41 health he went down to with a sticky underneath his feet as he popped that Uber. But Xensity, they kept themselves alive except for the Uber. Now the question is, what's going to happen to Drogo? And I see Relic getting in an interesting position inside his opponent's choke point. We'll see if that actually is the direction Drogo takes, but it is not.
Well, he does get spotted right away by Boink. That's a nice opening pick for AG as they begin moving in. And actually, Arc is switching over to Heavy now. So we'll see how that's going to work itself out. He's not really going to get to point in time to defend it as the Heavy, really, as actually Smacka goes down there before the Ubers are used. Drogo now begin pushing his way in there. Oh, nice job by Kapow, getting very aggressive to help take down the Heavy Arc. And now, without their Demo Man or Heavy, they're just got to back right off there, and they didn't even force the Uber from Drogo. So a bit of a mistake there from Xensity. Typically, you know, the other team pushes in there like that. You want to lose a couple of your players to try and force that Uber at least. But they have plenty of time now. They're a full minute ahead as the Ubers have sort of evened themselves out now. AG in control of the point and looking towards that cliff side where Xensity wants to come out. Relic actually leading the way now and jumping his way in pretty aggressively down to just 25 health, taken down by Squitter. Nice job by him intercepting the jumpers now. Arc on that right side pressuring the... Oh, wow. And he's going to pop the Uber now as the Uber is forced by Drogo a little bit late there. And it's going to give Rando a chance to get very aggressive onto this cliff there. Boyd coming in behind, taking down Arc. As I can't hear Sal anymore. Sal, are you there?
Oh god, it's so loud for my... I will not be able to hear you for a second here. But Xensity looking really good right now on this push. They're ahead in the time just by a little bit. AG, though, is... they're holding on to the point for a good while. So things are getting really close in this round, and this is kind of more what I expected from the first round. Now AG jumping in very quickly. Christopher comes in and does take down the med, which is a pretty big deal. But Drogo not going to have that much of an Uber advantage, and there's only 30 seconds left here. So they've got to recapture the point and keep Drogo alive to win this round. Yeah,
luckily they did kill Blinky, so they're going to be able to push in without those heals, sort of slow push them on their way out. They don't have their Demo Man. They got to be watching out for these soldiers here from Xensity, hiding on this tunnel now as Relic looking to make a bomb onto the medic. He's going for it now, missing a couple rockets though, but able to take down Drogo. That's a good pick for them, but there's... Ooh, yeah, AG just barely get the capture in time. 5 seconds left on the clock for Xensity now. As AG getting more kills. Blinky, 15% on this Kritzkrieg. I don't think he's going to be able to get it in time. But it appears that he's healing up his team and getting ready to push in now. Boink switching over to Heavy. Drogo just getting up now. And Rando taking down RB. That's a nice pick defensively for him. As,
it is. Rando was really well positioned there, and he even did some damage to Blinky before he even got in. Now Rando is going to go down, but Relic down as well. Xensity losing 2 players. They're starting to put presence on the point, but that Heavy is going to thwart them away. And is Smacka using... Was he using the Scottish Resistance?
I didn't see that there. I just saw a couple of nice picks from Kapow to finish off this round and make it 2-0 AG.
Yeah, that was a pretty close round, but of course well played to AG at the very end there. They managed to recapture it without their medic, actually. Their medic did die relatively early in that fight, but they did a good job. So, I don't think Smack was actually using the whatever you call it.
The Scottish Resistance? Yeah, I wouldn't expect it on this map either.
You never know.
Watching now, actually... On this next mid, Xensity getting so aggressive onto AG, but they didn't get the picks that they wanted off of that. Actually, they lose their medic as well. Boink doing a nice job coming in behind. Taken down by RB, though. It's going to create a 2-on-3. RB going down to Christopher. As AG just playing together with the heals. Kapow finishing off the rest of this, and that's going to be a wipe from Xensity. A nice mid from AG, working off of that aggressive soldier play from Xensity.
Well, yeah, and they had Boink wrap around behind as well. That was a pretty big play for them that Boink managed to get a couple of kills, including the medic, when nobody was paying any attention to him. So that's what you want a roamer to do. You've got Spades and Squid on the sniper right now. Who is going to win that battle?
It'll be interesting to see that, actually. But Drogo does have the Uber advantage, as Squid does pick off Relic. Nice job by him taking down Arc as well. So
yeah, Squid doing a fantastic job right now, and I'm not going to stop saying that phrase because I am a broken record. But Spades will have to back away. Drogo's got 100% Uber. Blinky is approaching 60% pretty soon here. But yeah, this is looking good for AG right now.
Yeah, nice little 2K from RB coming in there. Smacka getting picked on to Kapow. 3 down now for AG as Xensity wanting to push their way in. And they're going to have themselves the point here. Relic actually on the house backside. Battlemans taking down the sniper Squid. Relieving some pressure off of Xensity now. So pretty good for them as 1 down for either team. But the Ubers have sort of evened themselves out. Xensity now trying to make this sort of comeback. As 1 minute already off the clock for AG. We were watching Spades. He's on sniper on top of those boxes. trying to look for an
and
angle.
There is some actual STV lag right now, just occasionally, yeah. But Spades he's looking for the angle for sure. It's just this is actually not a great map for Sniper. It's okay, but Spades is going to start running out of room real fast when he tries to get that far forward, and he does. You see, you have to back up so much, getting taken out anyway. RB down as well, but they have traded the favor there. Kapow and Boink getting taken out as well. AG will get the point back. Actually, no, not quite.
Ooh, Arc doing a nice job with that flank, taking down the medic, and Christopher going down as well. Rando with a little air shot there onto Arc, but still not good enough there. Xensity are going to have themselves the point and an Uber advantage. Nice job by them, just coming in aggressively. I mean, AG tried to use their Uber aggressively into Xensity, but they had a better little pop-off that came back in with the heals, and were able to retake that point, or stop them from getting the point.
So now it's time for Spades to switch methods entirely. He doesn't want to point and click at people's heads anymore. It seems too hard. He's just going to go heavy. Relic with a huge air shot on Boink. I don't know how he does it, but Relic has amazing aim with that rocket launcher. And that is going to keep his team alive. Blinky is perfectly safe right now. His medic way behind their own lines. So it's looking good for Xensity. Yeah,
looking very good now. 50% advantage for them. And they're actually not moving to move aggressive on those doors. You would think that they would try and hold up and buy some more time for themselves, but they're just holding back on the point, and still pretty conservative play for them. Oh, nice pipe from Snaka taking down Kapow there as the soldiers trying to bomb in now for AG. They do take down Relic, and Spades going down the heavy. A little bit of a mistake there from Blinky to drop his heavy like that. You don't want that to happen. And now only 3 players alive for Xensity trying to defend the point now. AG actually in a good position as Boink is behind them trying to fight RB 1v1 here on the cliff. Oh, Boink.
And Boink does grab that health kit, so at the very least, yes, he will kill RB. That is actually pretty hilarious.
Oh, that was actually Rando. That was my mistake. But Rando's still able to make a nice move back there. Oh, no, Rando just hit him with the spam rocket. So, regardless, one player down for either team. Relic going down now is Squitter getting pretty aggressive on those cliffs as well. There's Squitter actually just him against the world as he's fighting off the combo from Xensity, trying to make his way out. But,
well, AG, they have to make up a minute. They can do that with this 100% Uber, but it looks like they will be just a bit aggressive with this. They want to jump Blinky, and you do see Rando pops Blinky up into the air, chases him down with his own rocket jump, and what a kill! Rando with a beautiful kill there on Blinky is going to keep the AG team in possession of the point for quite a while.
Yeah, a lot of trades going down, players just getting behind other players and just sort of happy to trade kills. And Xensity's happy to do that, although it's not working on their favor anyways. I mean, typically as the offensive team, you have the respawn advantage, you want to be trading players, but they're doing it in a place that's not really favorable for them, and they can't get the repush off because AG's respawns are just coming back in time to defend the point. So, and finally, Spades getting an opening pick here for Xensity as they begin pushing their way, and Spades again bombing aggressively towards that right side there. Relic gonna go down to Rando as Xensity trying to get some cap time here. They should be able to get the point now. Squid taking down Spades. 2 players down for Xensity as AG should be able to make this repush happen. RB taking down Squid, but no soldiers alive for Xensity here as we're watching Smacka trying to spam out that right side. He's gonna get pushed back by the combo now. And that does force the Uber from Apocalypse Gaming. Kapow coming in now, taking down Arc. They need one more pick if they can make it happen. And now the Ubers are fading, and they're trying to collapse onto the point now. Smacka not in a very good position, getting attacked by the scouts here. As yeah,
Drogo with some beautiful dodges there as well, by the way. There were rockets flying all around him, and he just daintily hops over each one. He's just like, nope, that's not doing any damage to me. I'm just fine. So it is up to Arc now to see if he can make anything happen. But it's actually, the times are still good for Xensity. So if I were Arc, I would just wait this out, wait for the rest of his team to respawn, and then push together.
Yeah, definitely good call there. Still, 35 seconds on the clock for Apocalypse Gaming. They're just 15 seconds down, so it should actually even itself out here. We're seeing a pretty close round. Neither team close to the Uber, although Drogo is a little bit closer, 70%, just 15 seconds away. And that's actually going to be looking pretty good there for AG. Boink going down, though, to Relic on the flank, and it looks like Xensity want to get very aggressive here. Kapow taking on Relic, Blinky going down. That's trouble there, as Drogo 90% so close to Uber. AG backing off a little bit, trying to buy that Uber some time. As Squid taking out Arc. The Uber is popped now by Drogo. Space trying to make his way out. But looking pretty good for AG as Chris taking down Smacka.
Yeah, there was not a lot that Smacka could do in that position. He tried to hide and tried to retreat, but you just can't avoid the pills. Eventually they find you. Eventually the bell tolls, and that is it. AG gonna win this round unless Xensity can pull something huge out of their butts here, and it sounds like that would be pretty painful anyway. So no, Apocalypse Gaming taking it to the half. 3-0. By the way, let me remind you all that yes, there is a new subscribe feature here on Team Fortress TV stream. You can subscribe, and for $5 a month, you have to cancel that subscription yourself. But for $5 a month, you can donate to help pay the casters of Team Fortress TV. That's the idea that Enigma has for it. You also get a couple benefits for yourself. For one, there's this neat little Team Fortress TV icon you get in the chat. It dignifies you, whatever, as a subscriber. It also you get the Lang face. Now they haven't implemented the Lang face yet, but they Twitch John Sinwin in the chat has guaranteed that there will be a Lang face very soon, and he put a trademark after it, so you know it's right. The icon is just a nice little, there you go, Rising Fog has the TFTV icon, but there will be a Lang face for subscribers only, so you know, like you get the salt and you get all those faces that people put in the chat. If you're a subscriber to TFTV, you get the Lang face.
Yeah, and it's just a great way to also support Enigma, who's been putting so much work into Team Fortress TV. Big shout out to him. You guys have been noticing there's a ton of streams now being featured on that site, and Enigma's been doing a ton of work to make that happen, so big props to him. The site is, of course, beautiful, and arguably better than Vanilla TV, if I may say so.
Arguably? What are you talking about, man? I love TFTV. Vanilla, for all its wonderful things, Vanilla is definitely an article website. It is really not a forum. And even the ETF2L forum, I'm not a big fan of that format myself. I like the TFTV forum format, and I also like the fact that if somebody's trying really hard to troll and everyone's just kind of like smacking their heads, that person gets banned so fast on teamfortress.tv. I love it. I love it. Well, yeah, I think we could also use a Blaze emote as well, but you never know.
Especially after that thread. Let's get back into the game like here.
That's true.
Yeah, the score is 3-0. Apocalypse Gaming clearly in the lead. Looking pretty tough here for Xensity. I mean, Sal, if you're Xensity, what are you thinking right now? How do you get yourself back into the game when you're down so much that, you know, they're trying their best, but it's just not working out?
Well, that's a very good question. You know, if I were them, and I'm not, but I might be a little upset, but the first thing I would try to do is just say, okay, team, well, we know that we are down 3-0 right now, then we have to change something up a little bit here. So what can we do? What's really shutting us down? And how can we fix that in the second half? And just have a nice, non-emotional discussion. And if anybody has an outburst, just try and tell them to shut up, I guess. But it looks like they are they're not having a very long discussion. It's going to be a pretty short one here, because they are going live in the second half.
I'd like to see them just, you know, maybe just mix it up, get even more aggressive there. They're having problems with the DM fight. They tried switching Spades over to Sniper at one point. It's just, stuff they're trying is just not working out for them. So we'll see what they do in the second half here. As we begin this mid fight, Kapow on that left side with his roamer, getting aggressive on that scout. Nice damage onto him to start the fight here. Now here come the bombing soldiers now for AG. Rando taking down the demo man. Smacka Relic going down to an equalizer as well here. Squid coming in, cleaning up Spades, and four players down now.
With the skill stick, that's going to be a frag video for sure. He just cannot put that thing away. The not the equalizer, but the escape plan, right? That's what it's called now.
Yeah.
We still call it the equalizer because it still looks the same. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He got some pretty hilarious kills with that thing just there.
The bombs for Apocalypse Gaming are just so effective, and as Xensity, you're having a hard time countering it. You know, you'd like to see your scouts be the air control. You know, Arc maybe shoot some soldiers out of the sky, but they're not getting them fast enough there. Now we see Spades back on Sniper to try and make something happen. As Kapow trying to sneak around that left side there. No, he's going to think better of it, pull himself back. And it looks like Xensity want to bring the Uber in.
Yeah. Spades looking at his opponent, Christopher, there, not able to hit him. The Uber not quite popped for either team yet. Spades wants to... Oh, he does hit Drogo, takes him down. That's an Uber drop for AG. Big deal for Xensity. They can get on the point right away.
Wow. Clutch plays from Spades. And yeah, Xensity should be able to have this point nice and easy. As, yeah, AG have completely fully wiped there, and Xensity are going to be able to finally recapture the point. Still, even though they lost the point, even though they lost their medic and Drogo dropped there, Xensity still have to fight back an extra minute now, as they're trying to build a maneuver on the left side of the point.
Yeah, but I think they can claw their way back into that minute very quickly. You see they have an Uber advantage. They've got good positioning on the point right now. They're not really doing a lot of forward pressure, though, which is what you see a lot of teams try to do. Spades taken down for Xensity already. Kapow with some good damage here. Boink down in return. Squid trying to put some pressure on, but he is now in some trouble. These scouts should be able to take him down, but Squid has the dodges. No, finally Smacka kills him. And AG now losing almost everyone in this push. It's just Rando left alive. Where is he? He's putting pressure on the demo, but not able to get Blinky.
Smacka did so much work in that play. I mean, he just hit those pipes and was taking out player after player. He put out so much damage in that sequence. As we see Relic trying to get a little spot onto AG, does go down. I think he tried that last time, hiding on that low side and gets spotted by Boink every time. Now AG are going to be able to push 6-on-5, pressuring RB right out of there. We see Spade still on Sniper and Arc now on Heavy trying to fight off these scouts on the point here. And that's going to force the Uber actually from Blink. AG still get the point, and that's a bit of a mistake from Xensity. They didn't use their Uber to block the point, instead only popping to save a Heavy. Now they're going to have to recapture themselves. The time is ticking off the clock for them though, as Boink taking down Relic there. Trading with him.
Yeah, in fact, I've been watching the Boink cam more and more, Mr. Slynn, and this is basically one big frag vid for Boink right now. His roaming has been stellar on this Viaduct match. Nobody's really spotting him wherever he goes. They're not calling him out, and that just gives him so many opportunities to just continue to work his way behind Xensity and, you know, kill the Sniper, kill a couple other guys, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll take it all.
Looks like AG have themselves a 40% Uber advantage now, as they're getting very close to having it. As Xensity trying to pressure in there and try and force that Uber from Drogo, and actually the sniping from space is doing a lot of work there. Christopher down to just 9 health, backing himself off and barely staying alive there, grabbing the health back. And the Uber now coming in for AG, but they're pushing without their demo man. I think Rando, yes, he does take down the medic Blinky. That's a big pick for them. Looks like Drogo's gonna be able to back himself off there. Squid coming in with some assistance, taking down Relic. And looking at Boink on that left side there, really doing a great job of pressuring Smacka. Look how many lit players there are now for Xensity now. 3 players down, Smacka down to just 5 health, RB down to 58. And wow, great job with from AG with that Uber, taking down the medic there. And that's just going to keep the clock running.
Yes, sir, it is. AG looking pretty good right now, and actually Relic a little while ago called GG, said good game, typed it all out. He's not feeling very positive about this right now, and maybe that says something about Xensity and what they think their chances of winning this are. They're recapturing the point just now, and Drogo's in some trouble, so they could hold on to it for a little while. But do you think they can actually win this round?
It's going to be tough. If Xensity want to win this round, they need to hold right up against those doors, buy as much time as possible, and they need a key pick. They definitely need to get some sort of medic pick here. Otherwise, Drogo's just going to do the right thing. Build and spawn, get the Uber, and then just come right back out. He has all the time in the world to do it now. 2 minutes on the clock Xensity needs to win this round. And we're watching Spades. Again on Sniper, he needs to make a key pick here. Let's see what he's going to get, if anything at all. Nothing there for him. As actually
he has
Squid
taken
on
a lot
Sniper.
of damage, so yeah, it's going to be Spades versus Squid. And Squid might have the advantage here just because Spades may not realize Squid's on Sniper. Somebody's going to have to call that out. Rando is down though. There you go. Spades has spotted his opposing Sniper now. It's going to be Sniper v Sniper, and Spades doing his best to stay alive in this. But no, a scout gets right up in his face. AG losing 3 players trading for the 1 Sniper now. Christopher jumping in, trying to do some damage as well, but that's just not going to be enough.
Well, regardless, I think that was sort of a sack play. As Xensity knew that was coming, they played back. Blinky didn't use the Uber there. Very nicely done by them. Only losing, really, Spades. And, yeah, just buying some time now. 50 seconds on the clock for Xensity, as Drogo still only 75%. They're trying to make their way in and start the push. But if they're not careful, they're going to lose their own medic doing this. RB actually got in there and took down Boink. The Uber is forced, though. And
well, we're going to see Relic jump in and force the Uber very quickly from Drogo. Drogo, however, and the rest of his team are getting a lot of kills. Xensity losing so many players. Only 20 seconds left if AG capture this. So if they cap it, remember, this is going to be game over, ladies and gents. And I have to implore you to hit that, at least hit the follow button. That's free, and it means you get to see whenever the Team Fortress TV stream goes live. If you really want to support the casters and support Enigma and get that little badge and maybe get the Lang face pretty soon here, then hit the subscribe button as well. $5 a month will get you a nice little subscription, and you'll feel good about it. But pretty much it's going to be game over. And Mr. Slynn, what do you got to say about that?
It's just utter domination as AG take it 4-0. I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, still really well played from AG. I expected a strong showing from them. This was actually very strong. They did get rolled by BP. They did get rolled by Classic Mix-Up, but at least they show that they can hang against a team like Xensity, who was beating Laser Beams not too long ago. Of course, Laser Beams now have a new roster, and Xensity with their new roster looking sort of weak now. They're dropping down to 1-3. AG now going to move up to 2-2, and looking to be strong contenders for that 4th land spot. I mean, definitely it's looking between them, Chess Club, and I don't know, and Don't Trip, I guess. We'll see who's going to take that spot there. But looking at the stats, Drogo did have that 1 Uber drop, but besides that, Christopher doing work there. Look at Boink. More damage than the Demo Man, more damage than the Pocket, who's getting all the heals. That's right, Boink had 9,700 damage there. Meanwhile, on the other end, look at Xensity. They switched out Mousy for Smacka, and Smacka put out almost 13k damage there. So
yeah, he was doing an incredible job, but the rest of his team not quite able to follow up.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough for them for the rest of the season. I'm interested to see how they're gonna be able to work themselves out with Relic on Pocket. I think he's much stronger on Roamer, and I think they're gonna have to find themselves a new Pocket maybe.
They just might. That was actually, you saw Relic trying to get really far forward away from his mid a lot. He was basically wanting to roam that entire match. Now, before we go into any more of these stats, yeah, we've done a lot of 4-0 and 5-0 casts, actually, here on TFTV recently. One thing I want to point out is that Slyn and I are getting ready to start up a new Sunday feature here on Team Fortress TV. And it's not going to be a live match. We will still cast it, and we will still publish it to Twitch, so you guys will see us casting it. But it's going to be a post-produced match. Beater is going to sit down and find the best invite match of the week, the closest, whatever it is. He's going to go through and make a video out of that has all of the very best moments from the match, and then Slyn and I will sit down and cast that. So I guarantee you those will not be 4-0s and 5-0s.
I'm looking forward to that series, guys. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for joining us again. I hope you enjoyed this showing of ESEA Invite. There should be some more casts coming this week, actually. On Tuesday is going to be... Oh gosh, I don't even want to say it just in case I mess it up. But Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe that Seabear and DJC and Lang will be doing some casts for you guys. And then on Thursday, of course, that ESEA match of the week. So definitely check out Salamancer, my co-caster here at youtube.com/fatmop. And you can check me out on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Mr. Slyn. Thank you all again, and we'll catch you next time.
Yes, sir. Peace out.